welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I am Agam Vakil. But what we've seen today is, well, largely confounded movements for the benchmarks, range bound, and as far as the Nifty is concerned, marginal gains with a 10-point advance in today's day of trade. We do have the likes of the Tata Motors and Eicher Motors doing very well. Mahindra & Mahindra and Hero MotoCorp, among many others, keeping the indices higher. You have UPL, Nestle India and Vedanta also doing reasonably well in today's day of trade. And as you can see, among those stocks which advanced, the momentum is clearly with the gainers. And in terms of losers, we don't have too much to speak for, except for Yes Bank, which lost about just a little over 1%. Not too much going in terms of losers. But when it comes to the broader markets, we have 3 gainers for 2 losers on the NSE 500. Himadri Speciality having a good day of trade, up 9%. Navbharat Ventures up 8%. Aegis Logistics picking up. That's also gained around 8% right now. We have Welspun Corp, SpiceJet, Vakrangi, all of them advancing in trade. And if you can compare the gains against losses, momentum clearly is with the gainers today. Kaveri Seed Company, Minda Corp, and something like a Wockhardt along with India Hotels, well, looking at some amount of declines, but not too much to speak for there. But on that note, let me get in our markets editor, Neeraj Shah, for his thoughts. Neeraj, naturally, I reckon that the cash turnover wasn't very great.
26,000 crores, yeah.
Not too much draw from the fact that it was a very quiet day of trade.
It was, but pretty interesting in that while banks came off, autos tried to negate.
Yeah.
Gautam Shah today of Goldilocks, ex-GM Financial, Gautam Shah came in and spoke about how he believed that the charts are indicating an upside of 15-20% in the next 6 months for autos. Selectively, people are turning bullish on autos as well, and that is showing in the way the stocks are reacting. So autos and auto ancillaries doing well for themselves. And if you just want some of these pockets to do well, because it's not, then we don't have that polarized market that we've been talking about, and the pre-budget rally would be more broad-based. So that was interesting. And as you and all of us, our social media handle has highlighted, Agam, so many broader end of the spectrum stocks moving up in pockets where these chemical companies like Bodil and Akshat, etc. So a lot of participation, which was pretty interesting. Thinly traded markets is not falling, which is a good thing. 12,300 hurdle. Let's see if we eclipse that in the next few days or no. But I'm guessing the volumes will remain thin, and I don't think we should expect anything more.
Yeah, fair enough, Neeraj. Thanks for that perspective there. So, of course, owing to the lack of participation from institutions, at this point in time, we are not looking at too much in terms of volumes. But let's shift focus to perhaps what was the bigger story that came through over the weekend. That was an acquisition. And I am going to get in Sumit Sarkar to tell us about Adani Group's acquisition of Snowman Logistics.
Well, Adani Ports has agreed to acquire Gateway Distriparks 40.25% stake in Snowman Logistics. So it will be done through Adani Ports' wholly owned subsidiary, that is Adani Logistics. So the Adani Logistics will be acquiring nearly 6.7 crore shares at 44 rupees per share, which is valuing the entire deal at 296 crore rupees. Now, as the company is acquiring nearly 40% stake, it will also have to make an open offer for 26% of the public shareholding, and the open offer price is also at the similar level, that is 44 rupees, and that value is close to 196 crore rupees. So CLSA is saying that this Snowman Logistics acquisition will increase Adani Ports' consolidated EBITDA by only 0.7% for financial year 2020, and they're saying that the deal is valued at nearly 11.8 times its FY21 EBITDA, which is at a premium due to the high growth potential in the cold chain logistic business. It also says that the funding is not an issue for Adani Ports. Now, Antique says that this deal will give the better relief that Gateway Distripark requires, and the deleveraging will also boost its EPS, and that's the reason they have hiked the EPS estimates for Gateway Distriparks for financial year 2021 by nearly 23%, and they have hiked the target price for Gateway Distriparks to 150 rupees from 120 rupees earlier.
All right, Sumit, thanks for getting us those updates. So, well, we continue to keep a track of all that is happening in the logistics sector. But the power sector is also in focus. And before I get in Sharad Dubey to talk to us about 2 stocks which are buzzing, let me also get him to talk to us about updates with respect to Suzlon Energy. Sharad.
Yes, Agam, I think Suzlon Energy in the distressed asset space, that is something which we have been watching out for. The distressed, weekly update came from Bloomberg itself. The company stated that the Suzlon Energy hasn't actually secured its credit rating, which needs to be present, while it's restructuring the offer given to the creditors. Apart from this, the creditors also must approve the plan before January 7, or else Suzlon goes into bankruptcy to avoid any kind of a punitive measures. So that will really be a big overhang for the stock, and something which we pulled out from the Bloomberg terminal. The debt levels are still pretty high, even though some reduction has been seen in FY18 and FY19, but still the debt stands at almost 6,185 crore rupees, and the stock has also taken a beating, and the stock was down almost 70% on a year-to-date basis. So that was something which we'll be looking out for. So this counter will definitely move in the power space. Apart from this, coming back to the usual, the mid-cap move was the first stock being Balaji Aluminum. The stock was up more than 10% in today's days of trade, and the stock was hitting its 7-month high after HDFC Securities came out with its pick of the week, and initiated a buy rating, with target price ranging between 398 rupees to 445.5 rupees. So basically, the brokerage stated that the company itself is having a diversified portfolio and also a strong clientele base. Apart from this, the brokerage also stated that its intermediaries are actually building more capacities when it comes to intermediate products, and also clampdown in China will definitely impact and will be positive for the Indian chemical manufacturers. So we pulled out the ANR function itself, and we wanted to see what is the ratings. Only this, mind you, the stock is tracked by only 3 analysts. All of them are having a buy rating, so that's why it's 100%, and a long-term return potential we are seeing of almost 22.4%. with a 12-month target price set at almost 494. So that is something which we'll be looking out for. And the last stock of the day is IRCTC, which we'll be discussing. The stock was up more than 5%. So basically, in the media news, it has come that the Ahmedabad-Mumbai Tejas Expressway's second train will start, from January 17 itself. So whenever a train comes in an important route, it becomes beneficial for IRCTC. So these two stocks are actually buzzing in the mid-cap space. Agam.
All right. Well, Sharad, thanks for getting us those updates on the 3 stocks out there which are in focus in today's Geo update. Of course, Suzlon is not exactly a stock which the investors are currently interested in, but any updates with respect to this one would be an important one for those who are. On that note, it's a wrap on the markets, but there's lots more lined up. Stay tuned to BloombergQuint, and we will keep bringing you more.